Hi, this is Tim Andrews, President and Chief Executive Officer of ASI. I'm in a different location this week on my weekly touch-in with Facebook Live. I'm outdoors. It's gotten nice enough that I could come out and sit on my terrace, which is great to be outside a little bit. And a wonderful change of pace from being inside for now 8 weeks. I want to share a couple of things about ASI, some important announcements we have, as well as some latest industry events. First, let's just say I hope everyone is doing well and healthy and safe and staying safe and following the guidelines of your local and state officials. This is sort of an interesting time in the coronavirus situation. It's sort of a debate, to open or not to open. Recent national polls show that people think preventing more infections is more important than economic considerations, and that's 56 to 33. I think part of that depends on what part of the country you're in and how the local area has been impacted by the coronavirus. To sort of get a feel for what the industry thinks, we're going to be undertaking a poll of our members. So when you see that, please answer that to sort of give us a sense of what you're feeling right now in terms of whether we should open or close or stay closed or whatever we should be doing here. About half the states have started to open up their economies in sort of a meaningful way, starting with opening beaches and public places and sort of them progressing. The big question is really, as an industry, how do we prepare for this reopening of businesses and those businesses we serve, like restaurants, stores, and other small businesses? My advice on that is, don't wait. We need to be engaged right now. So I think many people in the distributor world, for sure, have started touching base with their customers and having really great interactions using video and other forms of technology to do that. But if you haven't done that yet, it's really time to do so. And if you have, make reconnections. My advice to distributors is really the first connection should be about how is someone doing, how are they faring in all of this, how are they feeling. It shouldn't be obviously a hard sell, in the first conversation. And then get a sense of how are you going to reopen your business and what are you thinking about how you're going to approach this. And there's a couple of things really to ask them about. I think one is how are they going to welcome back their customers that they've had for many years, and how they're going to invite them back in to do business with them, whether it's a curbside pickup or whether it's something actually in a retail store or otherwise. And then the second piece is sort of what's the strategy going forward for finding new customers and bringing new customers in. I think unfortunately we're going to have a number of businesses that don't reopen soon or perhaps never reopen. I'm especially worried about, say, restaurants that have been closed now for 2 months. So it's going to be a chance for those businesses that can financially reopen to gain market share and really gather business from people they haven't done business with before. So those are things to really be talking about. And of course, the power of promotional products. We are a very cost-effective medium, among the most cost-effective ways people can reach out to their customers and their prospects and to thank people. And by the way, to their employees. That's another important piece, is they welcome back their employees. So nothing's better, and we all need to get that message out. It can't just be one organization or one institution. It's really got to be across the board. We have a lot of information at asicentral.com that helps you explain the return on investment from promotional products. Just go to asicentral.com and type in research in the search bar, and things should come up to be really helpful. Also, now is the time to be reaching out and talking to suppliers. They've got lots of great ideas about PPE products, but also other things that people are asking about. Some of them are back to the basics in some ways. Some companies are putting, for instance, a bowl of pins out. Other companies are taking temperature of employees coming in and giving them each, a bit of hand sanitizer when they come in the office. So there's just lots of ideas that suppliers can be really helpful with right now. And I'm seeing a lot of really great marketing material produced by suppliers, and also like by ASI. We have a lot of resources at ASI as well that we've put on our website to be helpful. What else is selling? Well, in April, obviously mask searches were at the top of the list. Over 45,000 searches for masks in the month. So that's really going to be huge. And that's not going to be just an April or May kind of thing. As businesses reopen, the need for masks. And one thing we're really starting to see now are decorated masks. So at first this was an unimprinted product, in our industry. But now we're seeing a lot of really innovative things. So logos on the mask. Things that make the mask more friendly and more personal to people, and also personalization. And then, of course, there's a lot going on with logoed merchandise, sports teams, and other kinds of organizations. But, of course, there's nonprofits that are using them now to raise money. So lots of different opportunities to use PPE products now imprinted. I think it's very important we get back to being an imprinted promotional product business, not all unimprinted. And a lot of suppliers really have innovative ways to do that. So we've got a couple of popular stories that I wanted to highlight now on the ASI website at asicentral.com/coronavirus. Some creative graduation gifts. Seniors are still graduating, even though they may not be walking down the aisle and across the stage. They're still graduating. High schools and colleges, and some schools are holding virtual graduations. Others are holding them outside with very limited guest lists. So this is a great opportunity for distributors, I think, to seize the day and to reach out to these educational institutions and offer solutions like personalized graduation kits that maybe include a branded or personalized tumbler, Bluetooth speakers, tech items, some things that they can use in the dorm when they go to college. And let's not forget that we're still celebrating all sorts of things like Father's Day. We just celebrated Mother's Day, birthdays, anniversaries. But for Father's Day, you remember there's a lot of promotional products that can be offered for that as well. And then, of course, the return to college in the fall. Some schools are maybe going to be back, maybe not going to be back, still an open issue. But one of the companies outside of Philadelphia, Pop Promos, is targeting colleges and universities who canceled student acceptance days, and they're pitching small pennant acceptance kits mailed directly to the students. So I think a really innovative thing. And again, lots of innovation going on, and I'm super proud of the work that suppliers and distributors are doing across the board in really having pivoted to promotional products that really fit the time that we're in right now. While most live events and concerts have been canceled, music industry is starting to do some mini events. I think that's what we're going to see first. They're not going to be large gatherings, but sort of smaller gatherings. Luckily, we're entering sort of a better weather period in most parts of the country, so some outdoor things may be happening. And in fact, look for an ASI podcast on that topic coming up. This is the time to really get creative and really use all those creative juices you've had. We have 3 important ASI initiatives that I wanted to mention on this cast today. First of all, stay tuned for a very important announcement from ASI Show next week. We're doing everything in our power to look for really innovative ways to bring together distributors and suppliers in a virtual world, just as we so effectively do at our ASI Show business in the real world and the physical world. But there's more to come, and that'll be announced next week. Of course, we've also got the Joe Show Live, which is taking place every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, growing our audience every week. We're hitting 300 or 400 people every week, so dial into that. There's a handful of suppliers that are talking about products that can be used today to serve the markets that we have, that we need to serve today, and to generate revenue for distributors today. We also have some news about our 5th annual Industry Summer Internship Program, which I'm really excited about. This is a very tough time, obviously, in the world, but it's still time that you can bring interns in, people that are in your community that can really be helpful during this period, both suppliers and distributors. ASI is providing free online training, access to ESP for the interns, and then chance for the interns to win a $1,000 scholarship we give away at the end of the summer. So if your business is open, or as you open, start looking for interns. They can work from home, they can work in your offices, whatever you think is best. Typically interns start from mid-May to mid-June, but that can be pushed a little bit, and especially if interns are taking a semester off. We're hearing a lot of students that are graduating from high school and going into college that are taking now sort of that year off. It's usually about 25 or 30,000 students, we think, in the United States to take that year off. It's now something like 60 or 70,000 students are going to do that. So maybe during that year you can bring them in as interns as your business opens back up. Interns are affordable. They bring in a lot of energy. They can help you with your social media strategy and things you haven't perhaps done. But really think about that. And if you want more information on this program, which includes ASI actually training your interns about the industry, so you don't have to do that, look at our website, internprograması.com. Internprograması.com on the website. We also, thirdly, when I mentioned ASI launched just a few days ago, ASIHelp.com. It's a one-stop resource center that brings together all sorts of information about the economic recovery and how you can recover strongly. It has an online toolkit there, practical advice and content about that includes downloadable marketing material that you can use, concise explanations of the government programs that can help small businesses, and also some free classes you can take through ASI University. We also are offering fitness classes for free during the business day, and also some kids activities every day. So if you have a child that's at home, there's some activities that can sort of keep them occupied for 30 minutes while you're making those important phone calls. And we're always adding new material to that website, ASIHelp.com. A little news I wanted to share. First of all, we've got a nice package of content on ASI Central about the Canadian Relief Program. So it's at a glance information about this COVID-19 economic response program, some helpful graphics for U.S. CARES on ASIHelp.com website. And we also talked about on ASI Central this week promo firms and how they are being frustrated trying to get help from the federal government, but also ways to sort of work that through for you, working with your banks and other institutions. And in closing, I just want to say, thanks very much for joining, and let me know what's going on and what we can do to be helpful. My email address is Tim Andrews, tim.andrews@asicentral.com. Take care, stay healthy, and have a great weekend ahead. Take care.